Hi everyone, and welcome to Silverfit at Home. I'm your coach Kristin, and today we are going to do another chair workout. This one is going to be focused on arms. It's a workout that's great for anyone. You can adjust the level of difficulty by what kind of weight you use. So you can use nothing. We'll just go through the motions using just your body weight. You can use something like a canned good that you might have in your cupboard. You can use a water bottle, just make sure that it's closed tightly. Or if you have hand weights at home, by all means use hand weights. Don't use anything too heavy if you haven't been working out a lot with weights already. And making sure for our chair that you have a chair preferably without arms, so you have plenty of mobility. A nice sturdy chair, so preferably not an office chair or something with wheels, or if there are wheels, make sure they're locked so that you're nice and stable and ready to go. So we're going to start with a little warm-up just to get our joints moving a bit. Then we will go through a couple sets of a few different exercises to get nice and strong in our arms, and then we'll do a little cool down. So starting with our warm-up, let's just sit nice and tall in the chair, making sure that our shoulders are relaxed, and we're going to bring them up and back. So rolling shoulders back. I'm doing more backwards motion for this because plenty of us sit enough like this. So we're trying to open everything up. Nice and loose if you want to get your elbows involved a little bit, but all the movements really just coming out of your shoulders, nice and relaxed. All right, let's take our head and just rolling it shoulder to shoulder. So this should feel good. I'm not going all the way around to the back. I'm just going from side to side. If there's any crunchy bits, which I know I always have, feel free to stick with those for just a second. But really making it a nice, dynamic, moving exercise. So it's really going in to lubricate your joints. One more to each side. Very good. And now let's go into some arm circles. So I'm going to put my hands right up here on my shoulders and just rolling them back. You can start smaller, but we're going to get into some nice big ones. Very good. This should feel very good. You might want to think about engaging your abs just a little bit, your core. So really think about navel slightly to spine, so you're keeping that nice tall posture, but don't forget to breathe. And now let's go into something slightly more dynamic. So we're going to cross our arms and bring them all the way to the sides. So even more dynamic than the other. And if you'd like, we can start picking up the speed a little bit. So keeping the torso nice and strong and tall, it's not moving around, you're really just moving out of your shoulders. Very good. And now let's do a little reach. So side to side, now make it a little bit more to the side. So you're feeling it all down the side of your body, but both bum cheeks stay in the chair. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to cross over. So we're reaching about shoulder height, but you're getting a little twist through your body this time. So again, bum cheeks are staying in the chair. It's just about twisting through the body and reaching with the arms. 3. Last one on each side. Very good. Now just a little bit through your elbows. Just again, kind of getting everything warmed up, and a little bit through the wrist. Both directions. Very good. Now we're going to go into the actual exercises. So, your choice about weight, again, don't go overboard if you haven't been using weights before. If you have a set of hand weights you're comfortable with, or your cans, or your water bottles, grab those now. And we're going to start with a lateral raise. So I just want your hands straight down to your sides, and we're lifting no higher than shoulder height. We're going to do 8 of these. 1, little micro bend in the elbow, 2, 3, make sure you're sitting at the edge of your chair, nice and tall. Navel to spine to protect your lower back. This is 6, 7, and the last one, 8. Very good. Making sure when you do these exercises, you're keeping a nice relaxed neck, you're keeping that navel to spine so you're sitting nice and tall. Now, we're gonna do some bent over flies. I'm going to change my chair. You don't need to. This is just so you can see from a side view exactly what I'm doing. So, same thing, nice and tall, navel to spine, arms down, and I want you to look out. So you're not arcing your neck up or straining your neck at all. Just nice, navel to spine, tall position, not rounded through the shoulders, and lift. Again, no taller than shoulder height. This is 2, 3, 4, micro bend in the elbows, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. And we're going to keep the same positioning for your upper body. Again, we're doing tricep kickbacks. So I just want a 90-degree bend to those elbows, and you're going to kick both arms back like so. All right, 8 of these, let's go. 1. So straight back with those arms, keeping that navel to spine. 5, very good. 6, looking out ahead, not straining that neck. And the last one. So you might feel tempted to start, what am I trying to say? You might start tensing up your neck. Don't do that. Stay nice and relaxed. If you need to drop the weights, do so. Right, last for this one is bicep curls. So keeping that nice tall posture, elbows tucked in towards your body. Let's go. And if you're on the chair, you can go down a bit further. Nice and tall. Last one. Very good. Keeping those elbows tucked in tight. Well done. We're going to take a little rest. Grab a sip of water if you need it. I'm going to keep the chair in this position for the next exercise. And relax. Take a breath. We're going to go again in 10 seconds, starting with some bent over rows. So we're going to be back in that position that we were in before. Nice big breath, and here we go. So grabbing those weights again, nice and tall, no rounding out of the back, navel to spine, and arms start down here, and this time you're pulling them up this way. So instead of the triceps which were here, we're going down and back up. All right, 8, 7, make sure you're not straining your neck. Breathing. Straight back, and the last one. Well done. Our next exercise, making sure your chair is nice and stable. You're leaning back into your chair. You have the choice of looking up toward the ceiling. If you find that you start getting strain in your neck, you can tuck your chin just a bit. We're going to put the weights up to our shoulders and press out. Let's go. One more. Very good. All right, moving into a tricep mini dip. So, just moving my camera pretend goods. What I want here is you're coming off the edge of the chair and you're making sure the chair is nice and stable. If you find that this is an issue, I can give you an alternate suggestion. We'll go back to the row backs. However, as long as your chair is nice and stable, it's 90-degree legs and your elbows are going directly behind, and I just want a mini dip. Looking straight ahead. You might feel this one, 7 and 8. There's no need to go so low. As long as your elbows are pointing backwards, you'll get that into your triceps, which is great. All right, last one of this set. We have biceps to shoulders. So we are going to have this time our arms out at a V. We're going to pull them in and push them up and back down. Keeping that navel to spine on the end of the chair. 3, twisting, bringing it back down. 4, I think we have one more. I talked too much and didn't count properly. Well done. All right, little rest. We're going to go back to that first set for one more round. Take a sip of water. You have 15 seconds. Nice big breath. Again, getting nice and tall in the chair, thinking about that navel to spine. 5 seconds. Go ahead and get your weights. Let's go. So back to the lateral raises. Keeping the neck nice and soft, let's go for 8. Navel to spine. This is 6, 5, little micro bend in those elbows. 4, 3, 2, last one. Very good. All right, we're going back to that bent over position. I won't turn my chair because you know how to do it this time. And navel is to spine, micro bend in the elbows, no taller than shoulders. Make sure you're looking out ahead of you so you're not straining your neck. This is 3, 4, 5. 3 more. 6. Very good. Last one. Ooh, I feel that one. All right, tricep kickback. So we're going to stay in that position. This is where we have the 90 degrees and you're kicking back with your arms. So staying in that position, arms come up and back. Make sure you're on the edge of your chair. Straight back with those kickbacks. 6, 7, and 8. Very good. And on to bicep curls. So remember, tucking your arms in here, you can come all the way down, leaving a bend in your elbow. Nice tall, navel to spine. Let's go. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. Mini rest. We're going to have the last round of the last 4 exercises, and then we'll do a little cool down. You have 15 seconds. Take some breaths. We're going to start with our bent over rows, which are these guys. 5 seconds. Big breath. All right, back into that position. Back is nice and flat, navel's to spine, arms down by your, are these calves? Let's go. Straight up. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together. 3, 4, navel still to spine. looking at the floor out in front of you. Very good. And now we have our chest press. So back into that chair, looking toward the ceiling, or if you find that straining your neck, a little tuck of your chin. Weights come to your shoulders or hands to your shoulders, and let's press out. Navel to spine. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. I should have said this earlier, but if you find that you need to change weights throughout, by all means do that as well. So maybe the weights get too heavy and you need to drop them, or you find some things a little bit easier than you expected, feel free to switch it around. Right, we have our mini dips. If you found that your chair wasn't stable enough, you can go back to our tricep kickbacks. Or if you're going to join me in mini dips, remember that 90-degree angle between your legs, your thighs, and your calves, and let's go. Just a mini dip. Elbows pointing straight back behind you. This is 4. You don't have to make it a huge motion. 7, try not to lock out your elbows on the way up. And 8, very good. Back to the chair, right on the end here, nice and tall, navel to spine, grab those weights, and we're having the biceps to shoulders. So, starting with that V, let's go up and raise, and down, and down. 2, raise, down, down. 3, 4, nearly there. Last one. Very good. So hopefully you found that was a bit challenging for your upper body. We're going to do a little bit of cooling down stretching just so that you don't end up with any delayed onset muscle soreness tomorrow. So let's start from the top. Just hand on your head. Don't pull. If you want more of a stretch, you can press down with the opposite arm. It's just the weight of your arm giving you a little stretch through your neck. And let's look more toward the floor. Same thing. Don't forget to breathe. And same roll from the beginning. Let's roll to the other side. Making sure you're not pulling. And toward the floor. Very good. While your arm's there, we'll do a little tricep stretch. So you're just reaching back. If you can grab that elbow, making sure you're breathing. If not, just pulling your arm slightly back. And let's switch. Very good. This is the nice part at the end. We deserve it. And across the body. So we're not pressing on your elbow and your shoulders nice and relaxed. Just pulling the arm across and then twisting to get that thumb toward the floor. If you don't find that comfortable, you can stay up here. Just want to get a little stretch through the shoulder. Nice big breath. And let's switch. So again, this is relaxed. You're not pressing on that elbow, and you can do the twist. Optional twist. Very good. Interlacing fingers behind your back, keeping the shoulders relaxed, and reaching back. again, if you have any mobility issues where you're not quite reaching, feel free just to grab the chair. We just want to get a little stretch through the pectoral muscles through your front of your chest. Make sure you're not tensing up your neck. It's nice, relaxed motion. And breathe. All right, we're going to go back to that reach from the beginning. So this time, we're nice and warm, so really go for a big, huge reach. And then once you're nice and tall, let's go up and over. So you want to feel that stretch all through the side of your body. You're not slumping into it. It's an upwards and outwards reach. Very good. And opposite, this side should feel nice and long. Let's do a couple reaches, just so we remember how tall we're trying to get to. And this one is up and over. Again, no slumping. Really reach up and out. Don't forget to breathe. And let's swing it back and around. Just do a couple. Loosen up your lower back. And once we get to the center, we can roll it up. And same thing we did at the beginning with our shoulders. Let's bring them up, back. Nice tall posture. Big breath. And that's all I have for you today. Very well done, everyone, and I will see you again soon.